It is the 14th of January 2017 and Nathan Douglas Day is about to wake up. Look, there he is. Good morning, Nathan. Nathan starts the day by putting on some clothes. But when he gets to putting on his socks, Nathan discovers that all his exciting ones have been used, and he is down to his last pair of underwear, so it looks like he'll be doing washing today. He puts on some boring black socks and some old shoes. And now it's breakfast time. Nathan goes with his usual muesli and juice combination because milk is for cows. He then eats the breakfast. After breakfast, Nathan grabs his dirty clothes and heads to the laundry. He throws his socks, underwear and a pair of jeans into the machine and sets it going. While he waits for his clothing to be washed, Nathan has an attempt at going through all of his old schoolwork to find out what he still wants to keep. Along the way, he finds all sorts of strange things. Old poems he'd forgotten writing, and his senior choir folder still full of music, and an old Save the Environment sticker which he puts on Ian's box. Nathan also finds a short thriller story, assumably written by him some point while at school, called The House Behind. He reads it, and it terrifies him. By this time, his socks should be finished washing, so he pulls them out and hangs them on the rack. Nathan then throws the rest of his clothing into the washing machine, and cleans up the mess he made by going through his assortment of documents. Now it's time to get ready for work, so Nathan gets changed with some excitement, as it is cool enough to wear his jumper again. Nathan must then make his face pleasant to look at, but this time tries a new style in his beard. Nathan wonders whether anyone will notice. On the way to work, Nathan discovers that he has left his wallet at home. He drives back, picks up his wallet, and leaves again. Nathan had hoped to be at work early enough to get some lunch, but because of the wallet disaster, he only had time to have a drink of tap water, which was gross. Nathan works for 4 hours and had fun pretending to be miserable to make Amy feel sorry for him. Nathan then returns home and gets changed. Before he has time to do anything else, Joel's workmate needed to borrow his car and Nathan has to follow him to Mount Barker so that he had some way of getting home. Once they were home, Nathan puts on the kettle so he could have some noodles. While the kettle was boiling, Nathan checks on his clothes. They weren't yet dry, seeing as they had spent all day inside, so Nathan puts them in the sunshine. Then the kettle finished, and Nathan makes his noodles, and sits in the lounge room with Joel, who was watching through Stargate for the 7th time. Once Nathan finishes his noodles, he realises he hasn't had a shower yet today, so he jumps in the bathroom. The new clear shower curtains made filming in the bathroom even weirder. After the shower, Nathan checks on his clothes again, and deciding they were dry enough, brings them in. Nathan then hangs up his other clothes. After putting his clean and dry things away, Nathan discovers that he had a lone single sock left over, so he went on a hunt for it. After not being able to find it, Nathan gave up and sat in his music creation corner to make the music you've just heard. He tried first with Violet, but it sounded like there was crickets chirping along whenever he played, so he had to use Timothy. It took a lot longer than he thought it would, and by the time he'd finished, it was time to pick up Joel's car again. After returning home again, Nathan sat down to try and make some more music for his new YouTube show. But he was having trouble with both the computer and his unpracticed fingers. Nathan eventually gives up and brings his clothes back inside. After having a cup of juice, Nathan grabs Ernie and sits on his bed to see if more inspiration would come. After a few hours, Nathan decides he would use one of his old tunes that never got anywhere for the theme. He just needed to record it without crickets. Now it's late, and Nathan gets changed and gets into bed. Good night, Nathan Douglas Day. Good night, Nathan